I've been everywhere, man, been everywhere in Gippsland. I've crossed the Great Lakes bare, man, I've been for air, man. I've traveled about my share, man, I've been everywhere. Well, I've been everywhere, man, been everywhere in Gippsland.
Welcome to another Garlo's Gippsland. Today we're going to do the Wirilda walk. So that's pretty much from the Moondarra Dam to Tyers. As you can see, I'm well prepared. I've got my energy drink, a Camelback, and just up there in the distance with a backpack is my beast of burden, Mr. Turlington. Going to be carrying my sangers and a mixture of trail mix and bananas. Here we can see the old Gould Hall. So Gould was a historic township that was inundated by the waters of the Moondarra Reservoir. All evidence of a township has been removed, except for this building, which was formerly part of a Cecil Inn and has been re-erected on this site to commemorate the township and for the convenience of the public. This is a Moondarra Reservoir. Somewhere underneath all that water is the old township of Gould. Good old Gould. For a bit more information, go and check out the Gippsland history page on Facebook. Got a big write-up about Gould and some pretty cool old pics. Websites suggest to do that anyway, but pretty much what we've worked out is you cross the dam and somewhere on the other side should be Wirilda walking track, hopefully. Here's like the spillway. I remember taking Shiv over here when there was obviously a lot less water about 5 years ago. It wasn't overflowing, but looking at all this water, I reckon we might be doing some creek crossings, Mr. Curlington. Wirilda walking track, one way, 12.5 k's, 6 hours. Very steep form track, some obstacles. Alright, I have to keep up on my Fitbit, see if it really is 12.5 k's.
The Wirilda track traverses through the Bulla State Forest and the Tyers Park, named after the last name of a dude, nothing to do with Tyers, or being tired from walking around lost. Some noted flora include the prickly stringy bark, tea trees, silvertop ash, and enough orchids to call it an orchid orchard, though that sounds a bit awkward. In 1916, a weir was built on the Tyers River to supply water to the burgeoning town of Traralgon. The water was supplied via a gravity-fed wooden pipeline system. In 1919, a concrete weir was constructed. Sorry, this is as close as you get now. In 1921, the wooden pipeline was replaced by concrete. However, like the wood, it was made redundant when the Moondarra Dam was built. I guess the residents of Gould were also classified as redundant too.
Note to self, don't bend down with a Camelback on, so it can make you look like you pissed yourself. Maiden fern? Correct. There's a bit of lichen. So lichen's quite a weird body. It's pretty much a symbiotic relationship between algae and a fungus. And sometimes multiple funguses can be living together with the algae. I think there's only 2 types of algae. One of them green. Far a walk really as well. You know? But this will be 15 minutes into the walk. You can drop a couple of lines in. If you're doing a return, you could chuck them in, check your lines when you get back.
Starting to grow back through the bottoms.
A bit of a tinderbox out here at the moment. It's a bad fire season. You just imagine all these tea trees just going up. And with El Nino on its way, who knows?
Like 9% of Portugal's covered in eucalyptus. I'm trying to get rid of it. It's a pest.
Probably the tallest weed in the world. Although I've heard there's also, what's it called, the Monterey pine. That's now a pest in Victoria and New South Wales as well.
Endangered in California, isn't it?
But yeah, endangered in North America. Architecturally it's bigger, but termites are tiny. Bit of path management. Mr. Curlington almost lost his balance with his New Balance shoes. First, I've got 2 climbs. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't super strenuous, but you can tell by my breath that it did take a bit out of me. Some fresh, re-cubed wombat poo. So we just came off a ridge of a mountain a little bit, and now we're on a road. But as you can see, it's still the walking track. I'm not too sure what this road is called, but I'll probably put it up as a caption later on. Well, yeah, like Curlington was saying, I guess they're still the Wirilda track, WT. Top of a mountain to you, Curly. Top of a mountain to you. We've reached the summit of whatever that mount or hill this is. Now we need to find the track. Guess we go down now. Hear a chainsaw in the background, probably a park ranger, hopefully not a Sunday massacreist. Anyway, there's a little split road here. Make sure you follow the triangle. The red triangle's pointing to the right, so go that way.
Following the ridge, hey?
Pretty much. Ridge riders.
Riders on the ridge.
It's hammer time. This way.
Let's stop here and run.
Well, that's the way we've got to go. Alright, so after that track that a car could fit down, it's now gone back to a goat track. But it's still not a bad little walk. It's not slippery. Yeah, maybe a wallaby track will go more centric.
I got 6 more bullets in my gun.
Alright, we've come to the little creek crossing. I think it's probably almost a little bit too big to jump over, so...
There's a little log.
Oh look, we're gonna have to wade it. I'm not gonna slip my ass on that. Get everything wet. Waiting time. Alright, so it's only just the start of spring, so we're still gonna be experiencing some winter water, I think. What's that? Yeah, you probably got leeches around you. Alright, time to do it. Yeah, true. You got your balancing stick there. Oh, it's icy. Yeah, definitely still feels like winter water. Oh my gosh. That's a way to wake up. First leech for the day. It's a little sucker. Oh, first for me. Mark of leech. There's a B for Big Benny. So Curlington doesn't eat my sangers. No?
Can't be alright this.
Yeah, a nice little meadow down here to have lunch. Not too sure what that road is over there, but there's a bridge and a road. So there is access down to this area. A little pocket of slate here. Up at Wirilda, there used to be pretty much a big slate mine. Or maybe not a big slate mine, but near the actual gold mine there's a big mountain of slate. I'll probably do a Garlo's Gippsland of Wirilda in the future. Remember to always fill up your water bottle in running water. Stagnant water, no good. It'll go through you straight like a hot curry. You really want to go down? We're going on a bit of a side quest. Really should be going up this way. We'll see what's down here. So on our little side quest, which is pretty much just a 50-meter walk, we've unlocked a camping site. It's pretty cool. It's like a decent spot where you could pull up here for the night, have a fish, have a few beers. Could even be an okay swimming spot in summer. So pencil this one in right down pipeline track near the bridge. Yeah, it's quite pretty. Curly's called it. Best view of the day. Hard pressed to find a better one.
Not quite halfway.
Not quite halfway?
No. So that's the historic weird out back there that we looked at.
Oh, so that was the historic weir. Alright, yep.
We'll cross over this kind of ridge and then we'll come down to the historic kiln and quarry and the pipeline.
Alright, so yeah, about halfway, you're right. Oh, I don't know, I think we're more like
40%.
40%, yeah.
I feel like the kiln's probably about halfway.
Yeah, we'll have another stop there.
I feel like this is the harder part as well.
What do you call it? Tremella.
Tremella fusiformis.
And this stuff's edible, right?
Yeah. And the jelly fungus, snow fungus.
Yeah, it looks just like gelatin. Pretty cool. Squishy.
Yeah, you put it in like Asian soups and stuff.
Yeah, so this section's a lot more rainforest, as you can tell by the ferns out my back. Our next stop's going to be near the kiln. Might have another sanger there. All right, over and out. There's a bit of resin out of a tree. So pretty much they use resin for lots of different kinds of things. The rosin that they use on the strings of violin is pretty much just tree sap. Not sure from what tree though. So now we've just walked from W12 to W3, and I think that would have been in like, what, 40 minutes? There's no way it was an hour.
It's like half an hour.
Half an hour maybe. All right, let's go find that kiln. So this is coming up to the old kiln, and I've just recognised that I have been here before. I've actually abseiled here with a Berry Street School. So up to the left, I'm pretty sure should be a bit of a mountain, and you can abseil up and down there. Yeah, this is it, that's the old quarry. So I've abseiled down that, Curly.
Some people might even camp down here sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, I couldn't even believe it. And you can see that, you know, we've got the European trees, so there used to be some kind of homestead. But yeah, up the top there, if you have a look, I'll zoom, you should be able to see the star picket, and pretty much that's where you attach yourself to. You can almost see the marks where people have actually abseiled down. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. This quarry here and kiln is a pretty normal setup. They usually put the limes on the side of the cliff face. You can see up there, that's where they'd actually get the limestone. They'd bring it down into here, into this kiln. And for 3-4 days, they would burn it until it turned into a big lime. So just up from those limestone cliffs is another little good camping spot. Probably not a bad place to go. The river's just down there, but it hasn't necessarily got water frontage. So about 200 meters past that campsite, you'll come to this track and we'll take a left. So it's just before the W3 management gate. And if you blink, you'll miss it. Because here it is here, just another little wallaby track. We can see our friend we met earlier. I think down there is a pipeline that we'll have to be walking across, so looks like a bit of a wade. Jesus Christ. Yeah, water's flowing. So here's the rope we've got to hold. As you can see, it's not that deep. There's a bit of concrete at the bottom as well, but the pipeline runs along. I'll see if I can film and record and walk at the same time. All right, whoever comes out on the other side the most leeches wins, all right? Absolutely freezing.
There's like a gap.
Gap? Oh, yep. Oh. Far out. Woo! Oh, that's icy. That's straight down from around Ball. Oh my gosh.
I think that was like what it was like you didn't want to slip into the middle bit.
Yeah. All right, how are we doing this?
It's pretty low.
You going first? Yeah, don't cut your feet. Yeah, it's quite chilly. Yeah, I'm being careful. Ultimate focus. How was that? Yeah, so I guess this is probably the highlight so far, or the cold light. Definitely wakes you up. Remember, this is only just 1 week into spring, so it's still all the winter runoff at the moment. It's all old snow water. Oh,
It's fucking cold.
oh yeah. So pretty much we'll be walking around, well, alongside the gorge most of the way now. I don't know if there's any more river crossings. Hopefully not. But yeah, I think this will be going for like the next 6-7 Ks. So this stuff here, it looks a bit like oxalis, also known as Bermuda buttercup or sour bob. And when chewing it, you can really taste the citric acids that come out. Oxalic acid, sorry, but it tastes like citric acid. All right, so there was meant to be a 10% chance of rain today, and I've just felt the second drop. And as you can see, well, wait, I'll take it off my face for a second. As you can see, it is pretty overcast. We just hope that those clouds aren't rain clouds, because we're still probably a good 5-6 Ks from the car park. We kind of lost the track, but I'm guessing we're just following with the river until we see another little red triangle. These tree hollows would be perfect homes for our little marsupial friends or owls, so that's why you never cut down old trees. for firewood, like some people do. So we're a little bit further out of the gorge now, but I think pretty soon we'll be coming back down into the gorge. See the river down there. Look, to my eyes this is a money shot, but on this phone it just doesn't quite as impressive. I think that other place was still a little bit prettier with the weir.
You can see like there's like a little balcony up there. It's like a climb.
Oh, that's Peterson's Lookout maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be Peterson's Lookout.
Maybe you can cross the river and get to it.
It's a little bit like the 1,000 Steps. Trying to find somewhere to sit for another sanger break.
So there's the lookout up there. So I feel like we're getting close to where I was saying.
There's Peterson Lookout. When I first had a read of this, I thought it said Catholic Protection Test Point.
There's a priest inside.
Yeah.
It's a confessional.
Yeah, weird place to have a confessional. The old pipeline almost looks like tiny little rail tracks, doesn't it? But yeah, no, I guess you're right. That's where the pipe would have sat on front of. Oh, yeah. Yeah, old pipeline track. If you have a look here, this pipe was actually made out of wood. That's all wood, and it's got like metal rings around it. Very strange. This would be like a cask barrel. It'd probably like swell and make itself waterproof when it's wet. As you can see now, the pipeline's gone to concrete. So far we've had a wooden section, a metal section and a concrete section. So we just passed Red Box Track. Curly tried to get me to go up it, but feet are too sore and I just could not be stuffed. And I don't think we're too far from the exit now. So we just met one of the caretakers of this walking path, and he was saying the 2021 floods, the water level pretty much came up to this track. You can see like some of this debris probably was actually pushed up, wouldn't it? Like all that debris would be from the river. Here we are, we're at the end. The Tyers Pumping Station. What time is it, Curlington?
11 past 4.
11 past 4, and we left. We started walking at 11, didn't we?
Somewhere between 11 and 11:30.
So it's pretty much 5 hours, plus we stopped to have lunch. Well, we had double lunch, 2 lunches. Maybe that was 40 minutes. A couple of detours. So probably if you're doing like a fairly brisk, well not brisk, but a fairly nice, easy walking pace, I'd say it'd take about 4 hours. And then yeah, if you wanted to take your time, maybe 6, so give yourselves plenty of time. There's a pumping station there. Oh, what a bummer.
It looks like it's eroded.
Alright, so I haven't been here for a couple of years, but there used to be a beautiful old tree here. And you used to be able to swing out and swing straight into the water there. And there'd be kids galore doing it in summer. What a bummer. Here's the little weir and spillway, the Tyers Pumping Station. And yeah, pretty much just down here. I think it probably might go a bit past your belly button. But a great place to swim in summer. Especially since there's no current. Unlike that side. So here are some of the amenities at the Tyers Pumping Station. There are toilets. Up that side you can camp. But down that way, past the barbecue shelter, you can't camp on that side. You used to, but then, you know, like all the bogans used to come out here and rip the place up.
I've been everywhere, man, been everywhere in Gippsland. I've crossed the Great Lakes bare, man, I've breathed Bobo air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man, I've been everywhere. Been to Kilcon, to Arrowwater, Hiawatha, Lean, Gaffer, Gormandale, Bansdale, Rosedale, Enkunwara, Locksport, Welshpool, Port Alp, Enkangala, Garfield, Sarsfield, Fish Creek, Temple, Otago, Torongo, Omeo, Walhalla, Managoon, Goonua, everywhere, Ismanua. I've been everywhere, man, been everywhere in Gippsland. I've crossed the Great